Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty is a guide to training your mind for peace, purpose, and powerful living. What if clarity isn't found in noise but in silence? What if success isn't about adding more to your life, but subtracting what no longer serves you? And what if the answers you've been searching for outside have been waiting inside all along? Drawing from his years as a monk and translating ancient wisdom into practical modern tools, Jay Shetty reveals how to remove negativity, overcome fear, discover purpose, and create deeper relationships. Chapter 1. Clearing the noise. Jay begins with a powerful idea. Most of us are living other people's expectations. From childhood, we absorb opinions from parents, society, media, and peers. These external voices shape our beliefs about success, happiness, and identity. But monks are trained to question everything. They strip away assumptions and examine which beliefs are truly their own. The first step toward clarity is awareness. Observe your thoughts without immediately believing them. Notice how often you compare yourself to others. Notice how much of your stress comes from social pressure rather than genuine desire. When you slow down and reflect, you begin separating your true voice from the noise. Monks practice detachment not by abandoning life, but by refusing to let external chaos dictate internal peace. This chapter invites you to audit your influences. Who shapes your mindset? What media are you consuming? What conversations dominate your environment? The quality of your inputs determines the quality of your thinking. Chapter 2. Negative to positive. Transforming energy. Jay explains that negativity is often rooted in comparison, fear, and insecurity. Monks are trained to identify negative patterns early and redirect them. Instead of suppressing negative emotions, they process them consciously. He introduces the concept of spotting, stopping, and swapping. First, spot the negative pattern. Second, stop its momentum through awareness. Third, swap it with a constructive alternative. For example, jealousy can be transformed into inspiration. Criticism can become feedback. Gratitude plays a central role. When monks practice gratitude daily, they train the brain to seek abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude rewires perception. Instead of focusing on what is missing, you appreciate what is present. Jay also emphasizes service. Serving others shifts attention away from ego-driven anxiety. When you help someone else, your problems shrink in comparison. Service builds humility and purpose simultaneously. Chapter 3. Purpose. Finding your Dharma. One of the most powerful sections of the book focuses on discovering your purpose. Jay uses the Sanskrit concept of Dharma, which refers to your unique calling. Dharma lies at the intersection of passion, skills, and service. Many people chase passion alone, but passion without service can feel empty. True fulfillment arises when your talents benefit others. Monks spend years identifying their strengths and weaknesses. Self-awareness becomes the compass. Jay encourages experimenting with small actions rather than waiting for clarity to magically appear. Purpose is discovered through action, not contemplation alone. Try different roles. Explore new skills. Reflect consistently. He explains that fear often blocks purpose. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of rejection, but monks train to sit with fear rather than run from it. When you observe fear calmly, it loses power. Chapter 4. Routine and discipline. Monks structure their days intentionally. They wake early, they meditate, they exercise, they reflect. Structure eliminates chaos. Discipline frees mental space. Jay argues that morning routines are critical because they shape your emotional tone for the day. Instead of checking your phone immediately, begin with silence. Breathwork, meditation, or journaling grounds you before external demands intrude. Discipline is not punishment, it is protection. When you design your day deliberately, you prevent distraction from controlling you. Monks remove unnecessary decisions to preserve energy for meaningful work. Chapter 5. The Mind and Meditation. Meditation is not about emptying the mind. It is about observing it. Jay explains that the mind constantly produces thoughts, just as the heart produces beats. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. When you meditate consistently, you create distance between stimulus and response. That space allows wiser decisions. Stress decreases because you no longer react automatically. Breath awareness is foundational. By controlling the breath, you regulate the nervous system. Calm breath equals calm mind. Over time, meditation builds emotional resilience. Chapter 6. Ego and Humility. Ego is the attachment to identity, status, and validation. Monks actively dismantle ego through service and simplicity. Jay explains that ego thrives on comparison. It seeks superiority or validation. Humility does not mean thinking less of yourself. It means thinking of yourself less. When you reduce ego-driven thinking, relationships improve. You listen better. You react less defensively. Jay warns that success can inflate ego quickly. Recognition, followers, income, all can distort self-perception. Continuous self-reflection prevents ego from taking control. Chapter 7. Relationships and Love. Monks are trained to cultivate compassion. Compassion is different from attachment. Attachment seeks control. Compassion seeks understanding. Jay explains that healthy relationships require self-awareness. If you don't understand your own emotional patterns, you project them onto others. Many conflicts arise from unmet expectations rather than actual wrongdoing. He encourages loving from a place of wholeness, not emptiness. When you seek someone to complete you, you create dependency. When you feel complete within yourself, you can love freely. Communication requires presence. Listen without planning your response. Understand before seeking to be understood. Chapter 8. Letting Go. Attachment is the root of suffering. Monks practice letting go daily, of possessions, status, even outcomes. This does not mean apathy. It means releasing the need to control results. When you focus on effort rather than outcome, anxiety decreases. You give your best without clinging to results. Detachment creates peace. Jay emphasizes forgiveness as a form of letting go. Holding resentment harms you more than others. Forgiveness liberates your mind. Chapter 9. Fear and Growth. Fear is natural. Avoidance strengthens it. Exposure weakens it. Monks train by gradually confronting discomfort. Jay encourages redefining failure. Failure is not identity. It is feedback. Every setback contains a lesson. Growth requires vulnerability. Courage is not absence of fear. It is action despite fear. Chapter 10. Living with Intention. The final chapter integrates everything. Clear your mind. Serve others. Discover purpose. Practice discipline. Meditate. Release ego. Love deeply. Let go of outcomes. Thinking like a monk does not require shaving your head or living in isolation. It requires intentional living. It requires questioning default patterns. The world is loud, but clarity is quiet. When you cultivate stillness, you respond rather than react. When you reduce desire, you increase peace. When you serve others, you strengthen purpose. Imagine waking up without anxiety controlling you. Imagine working toward purpose instead of prestige. Imagine relationships grounded in compassion rather than ego. Think Like a Monk teaches that transformation begins inside. Master your mind, and you master your life. Follow, subscribe, and stay connected with Techie Comrade, your go-to destination for powerful and impactful audiobook summaries. Drop a comment below and tell us which book you want us to break down next.